out in the world navigate, man. I'm dropping these packages off. Got a couple more drops to go. We good to go. Peace, peace, peace to all the Moors and the true light seekers. I live a real life, man. Just not no internet with me. And did my community service, took my seniors I take care of, took their waters and things. So now I gotta make a couple more stops. Just having a conversation, man, out. More Talk Live. When I tell everybody, your life's supposed to be the science. And no matter what goes on in life, we good. I told y'all, man, everybody was talking about they wanted to be independent and free. And now a lot of things is happening and people can't take care of themselves. Now Washington has just mandated a vaccine for jobs. How I know? Because I deal with politics. I know people all over. I told y'all, I'm not going to call Moors out that be lying. I know Moors that work in Washington, that drive buses, work for the schools. I even know misnomer blacks and other nationalities because I'm in academia. That's police officers and all these other positions. Today was their day to get vaccinated. A lot of them left their jobs. A lot, I'm telling you. So when Moors just be talking that rhetoric and say they'll do this and do that, you're not gonna do nothing. Because you don't have nothing to replace that job. Or you're not even in a position to step away and say, okay, well, I can do something in my finances. You can't. And so a lot of people just be talking. How I know? Because I know. And I'm saying right now in Washington, anybody that's working for the publics, you a bus driver, working for the schools, anything, if you live in Washington today, don't you got to get the shot to keep your job? Yes or no? Let me go run in here real quick. I got to drop one more thing off, and I'll be right back out. Yeah, I'm good. Have to give me a juice. And see, man, so when Moors just sit at home and make videos and just be talking and telling you what to do for an area, and they give you advice what to do, but have nothing to replace to walk away from this. You don't have land, you don't have nothing going on, nothing. It's that's why I be saying most of these Moors be poor. And it's not a slap in the face, or I'm not talking about anyone. When I say poor, I mean in everything that we do. It's like I say, more is just, it's all about rhetoric. It's like you banging on knowledge. Man, everybody knows something, but if you know something in your life, it's not materializing to what you know, who cares? what's in your brain. Who cares? Everybody knows some shit. That's why I tell Moors, this is no pissing contest. If you want to debate, go debate a European. Go debate all them Europeans that you send your kids to school to. Go debate them. Go debate that academia. But you see all these Negroes that's giving themselves titles, talk about they doctor this, doctor that, debating each other. For what? Where the land? Where the schools? When Moors need fezzes and all that, you don't got to go to other platforms. We provide it. We have our own webpage, mooreshaberdasher.com, where you can get all your Moorish American regalia, where you ain't got to give your money to no European. We got our own book club, our own bookstore, A. Jelani Moorish Book Club. On Instagram, you can look that up and get all your books for way cheaper than you'll get on Amazon. We have a temple and school. Our webpage is bbtsciencetemple.com. We provide for our own people. But then when you see Negroes that don't understand business, oh, you charging this? Man, you go to work, you a barber, are you cutting hair for free? We have a particular skill, and the workman is due his hire. I provide something that you want for a fraction of the price that you would pay anywhere else. And we want to complain about $1. So when I tell Moors how I operate and what makes me different from any other Moor, because my movement tackles them for the federal government, religious, scientific, educationally. We can ask for donations just like the Boys and Girls Club, just like the Girl Scouts, do all that. We can get our paperwork right and have items and distribute for donations. And so when I try to teach our people on tax laws, and on things like that, when they say, oh, I'm going to live tax-free and don't pay taxes, that's some white man stuff. That ain't our thing. That is nothing our prophet taught. And I'm going to teach you about this. That's a European bullshit game. And everybody that did that, not only themselves got in trouble, but they people followed them. I'm telling you, I will show you. These Negroes ain't going to show you. That's a European game. I'm telling you. So when you're dealing with taxes, and I don't give a shit if you're making a lot of money or a little money, I'm going to break law down to you. That's how I got supporters. And most of the people that support me is not Moors, because I'm an alumni for 3 universities. So I'm able to sit down and teach this to people that understand and get people to support me. That's why I don't care about followers and likes. I'm alumni for 3 universities. I have more people that donate to me, professors and shit, and regular people than you would think. This thing is tripping. Oh, there it go. And that's what I tell people we don't understand. More be like, oh, I'm doing this. No, you're not. That's a European game. Research the Paradigm Group. These Europeans from Canada. I tell you, I teach this stuff. When Moors come around, I say, you're going to jail. Or this, I'll show you the white man that tried to come up with that shit. He went to jail. You just don't know because you ain't into those groups. It's a scam. And they showed them Negroes how to do that shit. And I'll show you who brought that shit to the movement. And then got all them niggas in trouble. And they all still bums. So when I talk about tax codes and laws, so when a person get a job, I don't care how much you make it. I'm going to break all scenarios down and use your brain. When I say I have supporters, I have people that support me that ain't even Moors. I give them a tax exempt receipt at the end of the year. Professors all over the globe, especially when I go back home. I show Moors. I used to do lectures all over before I even started doing this Moor stuff. As a divine Moorish, as a divine minister, I travel all over, especially mostly at universities, and I get way more donations than what I get from asking Moors for small donations. When I go do lectures on college campuses, I don't like to talk about the money, but it be in the thousands. It's just what it is. And these is college kids. So when Muhammad Ali was banned from boxing, how you think he was going on those college campuses and speak? Because the Nation of Islam was a charter organization, just like the temple, just like my organization. Muhammad Ali was going on a circuit and speak, and he was able to make a living. Now, let's get back to the tax codes and all these things. Why does this thing keep stopping? Hold on. said we running out of gas already?
No, well, I had to take out a second loan before I came over this morning. I know that.
Man, they gonna mess us all up in a minute. I think I'm gonna have to start driving my little car.
Oh, it's I got the same truck you do.
Yeah, only
this is my new diesel now.
right.
Yeah.
And I only drive when I like today. I'm hooking up my trailer. I do my own work. I get pallets and take them to places.
Yeah, you got a haul stuff?
Yeah, but after that in the garage.
Oh, yeah, you got to pull the boat. I put gas through that thing too, man.
Yes, sir. You have a great one, sir.
Good one.
Yep. All right. So watch this, y'all. This is why I laugh, and that's why I said this is the upper echelon of this science. I teach, like if y'all go on my pages on Instagram, Moors, I set businesses up. I show you how to get your EIN. I show you how to register on the Duns and Bradstreet. I show you how to get Quick 30 accounts. I help you get your article organization. And then I show you how to get business lines of credit, a Spark line of credit. It's a process. And then I show you how to build business credit. That's a strategy. And then you operating as a business, and you taking everything out of public and putting it in private, and you operate as your business. This truck, everything that I own, that I operate, is in my business name. I showed this over and over. All my cars, everything that I use is business. My accounts is business. When I pay my bills, anything, I use my business account because I'm a business. So now back to what I was saying. Watch this. I'm gonna break down two scenarios. And if you don't know, that's the problem, because we lost due to a lack of knowledge. And you're not ignorant if you don't know. You're ignorant if you ignore. So watch this. This is what they teach on college campuses. This is how other organizations become successful in the community. We love to watch gangster movies like Sopranos and all that stuff. But why was the Sopranos really into the Catholic Church? Because the church ran everything. They was employees. So the hustlers can donate. Everybody can donate. Anybody can donate to the church, and the church can do things in the community and change the whole surface of the church. If the people in that neighborhood all support that spiritual body, it's tax exempt for the federal government. You take those funds and you do things, and you get grant from the state, and they help your infrastructure. That's number one. That's how I operate. That's how I'm able to go all over the college campuses. I get grants and loans from the state. I ain't got to talk all about it, but that's why I can go places and do speakings and ask for small donations, because I'm already taken care of when I show up. When I speak on college campuses, the students don't already put funds together for me to come speak at GCU in a doctoral library. That's one, and a lot of regular people don't know what I'm saying, but these are facts. So when anybody get a job, when you get that tax paper, you got three questions. You got a spot where they want to ask you how much you want to get taxes take out of. Then they got another one. It says blah 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 blah. I want to file exempt. Now, the whole key about filing exempt, okay, a person file exempt and then say you file exempt like you're keeping all your money. When you file exempt, say if you was willing to pay point something in taxes or whatever you say you were willing to agree to, you're going to file exempt because you're going to be ciphering that to your a charitable organization of your choice. And you're going to get a tax exempt receipt at the end of the year. All legal. And this is what Negroes don't know. I say you ain't got to do nothing extra. You can give a little cash donations as well and get a tax exempt receipt as well. But everybody can support the community and our service and what we're doing. How? With the money you working. You got the choice where to give your money. You got a choice. Uncle Sam tell you you have a choice. You have a choice. I'm telling you. That's one. You can file exempt and say, okay, well, I'm gonna donate whatever to my really charitable contribution of the choice. So instead of giving Uncle Sam my money that don't go to run the government, it just sit in the private banking system, I'm gonna cipher that to my charitable contribution of my fucking choice. And I'm gonna donate some more. Man, most people be going to church giving $100 a week, and then I have my members. To be a member with me, you get a fez, all this stuff, all your 7 books. It's a $200.50, and you get a tax exempt receipt. That's enrollment fee, and $200 a month. If you don't have $200 a month, I'll break it down to $100. If you don't have $100 a month, I'll break it down to $50 a month. And if you honest, and then a person that go and visit somebody's church and give $20, $25 and visit, I'm like, damn, that's members fee. And I'm like, we ain't even thinking. And so when you do this, you get a tax exempt receipt. It's all legal. That's why all misnomer Europeans and politicians that's smart, they have nonprofits. prophets and they part of churches. Why? Or whatever they believe in. Why? Because they don't care about giving their money to Uncle Sam. They give it to their religious charity of their choice, which is law. And you get a tax-exempt receipt. This is law. And that's why my people lost due to a lack of knowledge. You don't see me begging. I'm an organization that's tax exempt for the federal government. So just like churches be having selling dinners and t-shirts and all that for donations, I ain't selling no bullshit food. I have books and literature and teachings. When you give a $10 donation, when you come, I'm giving you 2 PDF books. I gathered and compiled over 20 books. I have a full library with over 15,000 books and manuscripts. So when you give a $10 donation, that's your $10 donation, the book you'll receive from me is going to be worth way more than $10. And you come into the teachings. So you winning and winning. And so the next phase of this tax code, a lot of people I deal with, like a lot of the college professors and a lot of the other people I deal with that's in a different tax bracket than the regular person that's, how can I say it, making, when I say a minimum wage, minimum is just not 6 figures. 6 figures is 100 grand or more. So I had to sit down with a lot of my family members that's part of my ministry, a lot of people I went to school with, a lot of professors, which they already knew, sat them down and was like, this is what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. And so they like, absolutely, we'll donate to you. And my professor was like, do y'all understand what this brother is doing? Telling all the students and everything. He like, okay, so you make 100 grand. At the end of the year, well, each time you getting paid, Uncle Sam taking their money out of it. At the end of the year, you write Uncle Sam a fat ass check for 10 bands. Why? Because you don't have no tax deductions. I'm telling you what the hell I know. And I'm yes, you don't have no tax deductions. So at the end of the year, you write Uncle Sam a fat ass check for 10 bands. These is facts. Why? Because you don't have no damn tax deductions. Ask anybody, ask my dad, ask other people, ask Europeans. I'm telling you facts, and we sit here and look stupid in the face. You giving it up anyway. So if you like what's going on, why would you let Uncle Sam take all your money instead of saying, hey, I'm gonna donate this to my organization. Just give me a tax receipt at the end of the year and I offset your taxes. You already giving it up willingly. And so Negroes don't want to hear it, and I don't deal with Negroes. I got way more supporters that don't look like me because they understand what I'm saying. They like, absolutely, we'll support you. They go to their tax preparer. They like, yeah, you need some deductions. He's like, okay, so I got this organization, this nonprofit organization, one of my students, and this is a European professor at GCU. Came and told a story like, absolutely, I'm going to be donating to you. Just give me a tax receipt. He was like, if you got books, he was like, he studied. I give him books and everything. A lot of students that be needing literature and books that they can't get and eat up their financial aid, I help students like that too on campus. I got everything PDF. Why? Because I was a student. I was a student. And so that's how I make a living that a lot of Moors don't do. Because I can go on a college campus and do lectures and give up 1,100 books to students for $500 and make $5 grand donations in one day. Off $5 books. Off $5 books. And you look them up, them books will be like $40, $50, $60, $70, some $200. And make $5 grand in one sitting. And everybody happy. Because you got something that you wanted for a fraction of the price. And get a tax exempt receipt. And you like what I'm doing. These all different people that's not Moors. That's what I'm saying. So here once again, I'm getting ready to go to Denver in a couple of weeks because my Empress, her son works for the Denver Nuggets. You know, he's the youth director. And so I'm gonna have a meeting with a lot of guys, a lot of them players that like, you already given Uncle Sam your money. Whoever your so-called financial manager is, a European, which most Negroes got, no disrespect, this is what I know. I don't have no hate on no European Jew. I just know business. They the ones that's all financial managers. But see, I'm a financial manager and I read contracts. People pay me to do this shit. So make a long story short, yes, you're fulfilling your taxes. If you're rich, you don't care, yep, I'm filling my taxes. But that person that's doing your taxes, he might be ciphering that to all his buddies, nonprofit tax shelters, he get a kickback. So if you're a brother that say, like my wife's son and the other NBA player, we from one city, Flint, Michigan. Okay, you can say, you know what? I don't want you that pay my taxes. I want, just say if you want the whole 100 grand, I want 100 grand to go to the Burning Bush Tabernacle Scientific School. That's why I want to pay my taxes at each year. Man, you get your other players to do it, man, they get a tax exempt receipt. We $1 million operation in one fucking calendar year. Or you can say, well, if you might have a couple of the charities that you like. You might say, hey man, Noble, I'm gonna give you 40,000 of it. When I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club, so I'm gonna give 40,000 in that, and I'm gonna give 20,000 to my own organization. See, that's what I do. And Moors don't understand what I be talking about. And I said, when I'm gone, I'm gone. Our organization have 10 acres. Our organization have 10 acres. Our organization have a curriculum. I have a profession. I'm a personal trainer. I'm an educator. I'm a businessman. All that stuff that I provide. And we're talking about we don't have nothing that we can provide for ourselves. Yes, we do. I'm right here. Moors be posting all them books they got from Amazon. You go on my book page, A. Jelani Moores Book Club on Instagram, and look at those books that I got on there. When you go through my post, look at those books at the prices and go on Amazon and look how much those books cost. I tell you why I provide my books PDF. A person be like, oh, I want the hard copy. You're not a business person. Let me break the science down. Real simple. Judah Trembles of the Rome is on Amazon for $900. I told people years ago when I was going around, I used to travel all over and buy books from bookstores. I got a library. But make a long story short, right now on Amazon, go on Amazon right now, of the book Judah Trembles of the Rome. That book damn near $900. A couple years ago, it was only about $15, $20. I bought like 50, 60 of them. You know, that's what I'll be doing. But make a long story short, I'll provide that book PDF for you for only, well, I think I got it on there for like $35, $40. I don't know the dollar amount. And all you go to Office Max and Staples, have them print it and bind it for you. Now, when you print it and bind it, that book $900. Why are you happy to pay for some paper? Okay, say a flood happened, the pages get all wet, it's over. Say a fire happened, boom. You gonna let somebody borrow your $900 book? Absolutely not. There's no glory in that. But we Negroes so happy about spending a lot for some dumb shit. And here it is, somebody that look like you, that's a Moor, and you say you're a Moor, got the same shit for you, PDF, that you can get downloaded your tablet and have the science. Or go to Office Max and Staple, email the PDF to them, have them print it and bind it, and you got the book. And now somebody else want it. It's like an NFT. How? You can provide it to somebody else for $40. Your book becomes free. I'm telling you, your books become free, and you can help people that you know. Like, hey, here go this book, man. You ain't got to give them your book. It's an NFT, and you build your library. And that's why I say my people is lost due to a lack of knowledge. And that's why I say the European is a son of a Muslim. Listen, man, we got to break that stereotype. If white is acting intelligent, what the hell is acting black? Fucking stupid. Understand what I'm saying? If the European support what I'm doing and come to my lectures and sit at my feet in academia, and I teach their kids just like Angelo Solomon, and our own people don't gravitate to it, that's a problem. If you don't think that's a problem, you crazy. I just don't make videos on YouTube. That's just a small part of my life. Like, I'm an educator. When I go back to my city in Flint, Michigan, I'll be our organization too. So that's all I wanted to share with the people. Like, I live a real Moorish life. I ain't got time to be telling people what to do and what not to do. I tell you about laws and how we can be electric and stop and get out all them lies like somebody owe you something, like you finna get something for free. All that stuff, man, no, you pull yourself up by your bootstraps. All we need to do is be free and be electric and have the same rights everybody else have. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. I got a brain, and most of us don't use our brain. Most of us don't use 5% of our brain. I'm electric. Money is not earned, it's given. I put myself in position to make money. A job is just something we trade hours for dollars. But if they shut a job down right now, I'm good. And I live under my means because I save. I show people how to do this. Most individuals don't even save 10% of their income. I know this for a fact. And then when they get a little small portion of that so-called income tax money back, that shit gone, then you blowing it. So you get the money and give it right back, instead of siphoning it to your organization and building the infrastructure. And when stuff like this happen, you ain't worried about nothing, because the whole plan is to go to your own eventually anyway. And people don't understand this. And all of us, and like you go on Moore's page on Instagram, you will see Moore's just posting books. And I ask Moore's, where you get the book from? Oh, I get these from Amazon. So you love Jeff Bezos. No disrespect, but you will get on the internet and talk all that white man stuff. And the white man this and the white man this. And I say, where you get that book from? Oh, I got this book from Amazon. Okay. You see, so your money going to a whole platform nowhere. And when you get books from me, even when you get those expensive books from me for a discount, I'm giving you free shit. I'm giving you an extra book. You can buy a book from Amazon. They ain't giving you no extra book. Just like the lady that was bragging to talk about Chic. I got this Marcus Garvey letter from Amazon for almost $3,600. I said, hold on, put out the letter. I said, this letter? She's like, how you get it? They said it ain't original if Amazon got it. It's just copies. And it's on a certain car stock. I got it. You paid for an expensive frame. That's all you paid for. And then when I went live, everybody hit me up. I think about 100 people was on my live. After I got off live, everybody like, excuse me, sir, I was just on your live. They hit me up email. Can I buy that letter from you? One lady was like, I'm on Amazon. That letter cost $3,600. They laughing at her like she paid for an expensive frame. She like, forget that. She was like, can I buy that letter from you? And she was like, I'll give you $200 for the letter. I said, no problem. You ain't got to pay me no $100 for the letter, ma'am. $100. She was like, see? And I'm like, yeah. And she like, I'm willing to give that. But you willing to pay $3,600 for a letter, and I got the same thing. You ain't willing to pay $100 to me, but you willing to pay $3,600. That shit's stupid. You willing to pay $900 for a book, and I got the book. Well, oh man, if the book PDF, I want hard copy. Well, go buy the book for $900. You a liar. You ain't finna buy that book for $900. You gonna go buy a Gucci belt. And then you're gonna buy a book for $900 with almost 300 pages in it, 200 pages. You ain't gonna read it because you don't have the time. And then you ain't gonna look up the words that you don't know. You're gonna read over it. Why? Because you're not in the group, and you're not connected to a particular source that educate, that break things down and give you something to compare to. We have a book club. This is what we do. That's what we do as a tribe. You think the temple is just somewhere you went and pray to? No, the temple is somewhere you went every day. Education, finances, learning, working out. We do all that at the temple. We work out together 5 days a week. All my members got their business EIN and building their business credit. We put our own money in and bought our acres. We putting our own money and building our structures. And I'm gonna show y'all when I go back to Flint in the summer how me and my after school activities. In the summertime, the kids don't have nothing to do. They off, but the parents not. They got to go to work. So we lease the school and have like a latchkey in the summertime. They come breed a hot meal and a cold. Y'all can look me up. I'm part of the West Valley under the radar. I go to our schools and on my own platform. I take all my tools and go up to the school I have can't be done. And I have a lady on my team that's a grant writer. When more talk about ain't no money, well, okay, you ain't in your sector. I'm like the circus. I pack all my stuff up and go. My nonprofit operate in 4 areas: Arizona, Flint, Michigan, Vegas, and California. And all I had to do is get my articles of organization in those areas. So when I travel and do work, I'm a business. Just like a preacher. They have mega churches. I'm telling you, they have churches all over. Bishop Morgan got churches all over. How I know? I told y'all, man, I'm an adapt. I've been all over this world. I don't diss ministry. I'm a divine spiritual man. And that's what I tell more is I'm not here to beg nobody. Like I'm not afraid to talk about donations. Why? Because I do so much for others. I still donate. I take care of single moms and support. I do that continuously. I tell Morris, yeah, you see me out here in sunny Arizona, but my home state is Flint, Michigan. When I be showing my Moors, they be like this and that, and I be like, I've been doing this for years. When I go back to my home state, a lot of my speakings are at churches because that's where our people at. So I go and they want me to come speak, and I speak the truth. I speak the hell out of that shit. Excuse my candor. And I didn't go to college to beg nobody for no job. I didn't go and get a bachelor's degree in business with a minor in marketing and sales and nonprofit startup to beg nobody for a job. I didn't get my dual master's degree in first century history and minor in linguistics to beg somebody for the job. I'm not pursuing my Juris Doctor degree in Indigenous People Law and Policy to go beg somebody for a job. I didn't create my nonprofit that's tax exempt, religious education, scientifically, and we can ask for donations to beg nobody for no job. I created this to build our infrastructure for the people can see what can be done. That's already being done. It's already being done. I'm legit. That's what it's nothing I do illegal. Nothing I do is illegal. Nothing. But a lot of our people, we lost because we don't know. Just like I had one empress in my movement, and I'm like, Empress, you won't even donate really. So out of the course of the year, she donated $400, and then she like, well, and I'm gonna give my $400 back because I donated. I said, where the fuck is you talking about? Excuse my candor. And that's why I say a lot of us as misnomer black people, we don't know nothing. And then when somebody tell you the truth, you won't go make it right. So you think because you donated $400 to your organization, you finna get $400 back? That shit don't even make sense. And I say, I can't compete with no scam. That's why I stopped doing taxes for Negroes. I'm not finna do no tax. You finna say, well, and I'm gonna get this much money back. You ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing free. And I don't do scams. And so I cut Negroes loose. I say, when you donate to your church, you ain't donating to get taxes and receipt for you, and you get that to your tax preparer that offsets your taxes. I just gave a lesson about if you want to file exempt. You donate to your charitable organization, you get a taxes and receipt, you okay. But when Negroes talk about, oh, I donated and I want a taxes and receipt because you think you're finna get $400 back because you gave $400. That's what we do. That ain't how that work. That's a charitable contribution. You getting something, and all my members, like for instance, so say if you with me, the day you start now, all my members, I give them books and things for $5, all that. So, and then when you look at the price of what you get, you've got thousands of thousands of thousands of thousands of thousands of thousands of dollars or more of what you have. Be smart with what you have. So the people around you, you already got literate books. You done made, my people, they make 100 times than what they even given off what I give them for small donations. That's what I'm saying. So your mind is twisted, and you done donated. Somebody done put in your brain, oh, well, you give $400 to the church, you should get a tax and receipt because you're finna get $400 back. You a clown. And our people are lost due to a lack of knowledge because we refuse to learn. That's why I don't deal with poor-minded people. If I can't educate you on something, and you can sit down and get the facts of it and educate yourself on something, I don't want to deal with you. Here it is, I'm dealing with people that make six figures, and they don't want to give their money to Uncle Sam. They like, oh, I like what you're doing. Hell, so I'll give you $10,000 at the end of the year. Just give me a tax and receipt. They don't get nothing. That offset their taxes because they got to give it to Uncle Sam. They like, shoot, I don't want to give it to Uncle Sam. I want to help your organization. You ain't getting nothing unless you give above and beyond, and then they might owe you something. These is facts. How you think the Catholic Church is popping? They taxes in for the federal government. The people give donations. I told y'all, my professor, they got an elementary, daycare, and now they got the big high school. Come on, man. Do you think anybody under their religious code and their religious laws worried about some damn vaccination? They got their own schooling. You think the Amish and the Mormon worried about that? No, they got their own land. They a tribe. They can educate their own. They got their own. They pull their resources together. So I'm talking about what I know. I teach this. I'm an organization, tax exempt for the federal government. Anybody give donations, I can give you a tax exempt receipt, and you can give it to your tax preparer. I can get monetary and tangible donations from companies, like I do all the time. I had a big soccer camp out here at the at the Arizona Sports Complex. And one of my young students, his name is Devin Franklin. He has Franklin Soccer. You look him up on Instagram. When I first moved out here in 2012, I helped him establish his nonprofit. Now he doing good. We had Adidas and Gatorade sponsor all our stuff. I just wrote a letter to him, and it was like, well, we can help you with monetary things. I mean, like tangible things like headbands, Gatorade. We got soccer balls, all that stuff. And that's how I'm able to go in schools. Schools have funds and they have it in their budget. They call schools, like public schools in certain areas, the hardest hit fund. And so a lot of them have money in their budget, but a lot of times they don't have enough money in their budget to pay you for your services. Like for instance, when I go to one of these, like if I go to Desert Valley Elementary, okay, I'll give you an analogy. When I went to Estrella Mountain Community College, and I did a lecture at my young homeboy's college, he was getting his degree, associates in business. They didn't have enough money to give, so I told them they can write up as in-kind service. Most MBCs, most people don't even know what in-kind service is. What in-kind service is, okay, you can pay me for my time. So they was able to pay me for my time, which is $500. They wrote the other $200 up as in-kind service. I was able to go still do the ministry and do it, and they was like, oh, we can pay you for your time $500. I was only there for an hour. But my fee was $2,500. And so they were like, we can pay you $500. We can do the rest up as in-kind service. Absolutely. The same way before this pandemic happened, I used to go do lectures, churches, universities, and it'd be packed, especially at GCU. And I used to travel all over and do it. And I can do 6 of those. I can do 6 speakings in a month and sit my ass down for the rest of the 6 months. And I'm just saying, and I never have to do no more science teaching and nothing, and be great. And I come here and do this and offer things that other people are paid 10 times more. That's how I know it's a value of what we doing. Like when I go back to Michigan and do lectures at colleges, and when people say, okay, man, we got people, we put a donation together for you to come back. I don't have to do this. I do this because I love it. And I love the people, and I love educating. And the reason why it hurts sometimes is when everybody else will support. Like all different nationalities, they like, oh, I need my son in the medical field. Do you have this book? They like, yes, I got your little information in the college off the little vestibule where they have little information. And I got Angelani Moore's book club, and I got all, and I say on my flyer, it say books for history, science, math, all those fields. And then they just hit me up and ask me for certain things, and yep, I have it, and boom, boom, boom. And that's what I do. And so a lot of my things that I do, my profession is on the connection that I made in life. That's why I tell everybody, my story is not your story, and somebody else's story not my story. I don't go around talking no white man stuff. Ain't no white man got no power over me. I grew up in Flint, Michigan. Ain't no white man in our neighborhood control nothing. Everything was what we did to each other in our community. We destroyed everything in our community. Somebody move out of house, and then the crackheads or Negroes just tear everything up. Or the city build like a little stop where you could catch the bus and have like a little a plastic thing over, so when it rain, the seniors can sit out there, and then the goofy Negroes come in the neighborhood and just tear the shit up. Ain't no white man came in our neighborhood and tore that shit up. Niggas did that shit. So until you start correcting yourself, I don't want to hear no white man this white man that. I'm from Flint, Michigan, and I'm telling you, Negroes tear up their own shit. I have property in Flint. One of my tenants moved out. Man, I had to hurry up and go back to Flint. I got a call. They said, hey, Noble, man, they tearing the siding off your house. Came back, my whole fucking house stripped. Whole house stripped. Ain't no white man coming on neighborhood strip my house. Them niggas did it. So don't tell me about this and that and the other. I deal with reality. If you're going to make the world a better place, we have to show people. How are we going to make people respect us, and we don't even respect ourselves? We don't respect our anointed ones. We don't respect our scholars and sheiks and educators. The European do, because that's their profession. They don't sit up there and argue and debate and they go do their thing, get their offering, and get their taxes and receipt. They ain't talking about, am I finna get some money back? No, they ain't stupid. Money back to what? Money back from what? What you finna get? This is your choice. You're going to learn. You're going to come to school. You're going to get wisdom. You're going to support. You're going to work out. You're going to set your business up. You're going to do all these things. That's what this is all about. This ain't about you finna get something back. And then the one every time about, I wasted my time. Really? So you really wasted your time. You done told your whole family in this 1 month, and you've been following more science for over 10 years. You done learned so much in 1 month. Oh, I changed your life. And when did that change? See? Because you personal. You looking at me as your daddy. You looking at me as stuff. And I say, you won't even put that shit on yourself, but you expect that for me. I ain't your husband. I'm a leader and a guide, and people don't correct themselves. They come in this shit all broken and think this is going to correct them. No, you got to correct yourself within first. That's where the joy comes from. That's why in Moral Science, God and man is one. The joy comes within. When we say peace, peace, when we say Allah, when we say Islam, that's something from within. I ain't talking about nothing foreign. I don't give credit to no foreign God. I know this is a creation and it was a creator. I get that. But when it comes to this science and when it comes to being a part of something, and then you hear lazy Negroes talk about, I study with my ancestors. You a lie. You a lie. I don't care burning all that sage. Yes, that's good, but that ain't nothing. That's some outward. That ain't gonna do nothing. I don't believe in luck. I believe in me. I believe in all that stuff in me. I believe in my tiger yoga and all the things that I do to line myself up and align my back. That work that people ain't even Moors when I do spiritual yoga that I don't even do with a lot of people. I do with my members and it correct their backs and all the stuff. When I be doing the white tiger yoga and all these things, this is real stuff. This is real stuff. And people think that you finna sit out and burn some sage and jump your goofy motherfucking ass around. Excuse my candor, like that means something. And you a part-time person. You chasing dollars. Why? Because you not consistent. I keep telling people, why you think a lot of men don't have wives and they just have children? Because you not consistent. They be my age. You not consistent. You make excuses. Oh, I gotta do this. You not consistent. But you bullshit. But I bet you got time to bullshit. Yep. All you gotta do is look at a person's life. Look at a grown person's life. Look at a grown person's life. You don't have no empress. Why? You should be looking for an empress. You call yourself a noble, that's number one. You call yourself a Moor, you should be attending class. You should be making a way. So what are you dedicated to? Just your job? Okay, if you live in Washington, today was your day to get your motherfucking shot or walk your lying ass out that job. Tell me I'm lying. See, I know the law. Why? Because I was up at 4 in the morning and the Moor called me. I ain't even gonna say the Moor name. You know what? It don't even matter. I put him on speakerphone for my sister Isis and my wife can hear. And she was like, no, but that's that Moor that be on the internet or on you. I said, yep. He was like, Sheik, I just want to tell you, thank you. I followed you and I have to correct myself. And I was like, you live in Washington? Yep. I say, you a janitor, you work at the school? Yep. He was like, they told him either you get the shot motherfucker today, excuse my ass, or you walked out of your job. That nigga got the shot. Colin Powell died, and he was fully vaccinated. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Somebody tell me I'm lying. But see, these Negroes will get on the internet and tell you what to do. They are somewhere else and telling you what to do. You will listen to a clown. Instead of coming to school to learn, instead of building, I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. And I tell people, I don't brag. I set myself up in position. I'm 44 years young, so I done did a lot of things. I done went to college. I done seen electric. I said, I know how to live. I done work jobs like a lot of people. I sacrificed, instead of me just working a whole bunch of jobs in my 30s, like a lot of people do, I said, you know what? And buying cars, I paid for myself the education. I paid for my education. I said, because I want to be able to provide for myself. Just like right now, I'm going to give you all an analogy. I save. I bought my truck outright. So say if I would have financed my truck, I would have been spending $54,000. $54,000 on something that I got for 20-some thousand, for 25. And now I'm able to do things and get contracts and hook my fucking trailer up and work. I don't give it, and can't nobody tell me I can't hook my trailer up and pull all these goddamn pallets and drop these mugs off, and every goddamn Monday I make $600. How, by just hooking the fucking trailer up to my truck with some goddamn pallets, and every Monday make $600, and it don't take me nothing but an hour and 20 fucking minutes. I'm in my truck talking to y'all, drinking orange juice. I'm about to go on my homeboy job and holler at him in this smoke shop. I'm telling y'all, man, I live a real life. I'm right outside. I'm in Arizona. I'm about to walk in my homeboy smoke shop and talk shit to him. Until he pull up, and I pull up with my truck, reverse my shit in a trailer, and they get that fork truck, boop, 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 pull all the pipe, boop, take a boop, boop, pull them out. They beep, beep, he pat on my bit. I'm out. I see y'all next Monday. And I get the pallets for free. Please, man. And Morris be talking about, I do so much to support this ministry. The money that I do, I support the ministry. I told Morris before I started doing this Morris science, dealing with Morris, everything that I do, I was the Burning Bush Tabernacle. I supported it. I had a temple out here for a year with no supporters. My family paid for it. The thing, I use my money to support what the fuck I like to do. I don't care about no cars and all that bullshit. I use my own fucking money. I use my own money. I tell my members, I said, do y'all really want to know what's coming in? Barely nothing. And I'm okay with that. Why? Because I work hard. I do 10 things to get that bag, to support what I love. It's my ministry. So why the fuck would I be walking out here with a Corvette and an Escalade and 5 houses and I say I'm a divine minister? That's where all my money going. No, all my money going to where I can go speak and provide books for everybody that give donations and catch flights everywhere. That shit costs. I pay for that shit. I pay for it. And so I use my money to support my ministry. How? I told you I'm like the circus. I show Morris. Morris be like, oh, you do it, man. I don't let me be in the more mess up my money. I don't give a shit. You'll go to work. Yep. I do 10, 20 different things to get that bag. I'm a divine minister. I don't give a shit about what no nigga say about me. I'll cut this off. Man, when I tell Morris, I got so many things, I get money. You go on American Marriage Ministries, I marry people in Vegas. You want to get married? I'll marry you. I get that bag with that. Don't make me no difference. I'm legit. Why? Because I know I'm electric. I get it. I go get it. And another person that does, oh, I go to work every day. Okay, so you go to work every day, right? But I do 10, 15, 20 things to do 10 times what you doing. What's the difference? I'm electric. No, can't nobody shut this down. And this is what I show people. And people don't understand about donations. We lost. We lost, man. We lost. We lost. That's what I went. That's what I teach people. You get a skill to be able to come back and teach your people this. Like for instance, and I gotta go, man, because I've been on almost here for an hour. You can ask any of my members and then ask anybody how I'll show you how to set up your business for the 3 tiers that I charged to do that. You go anywhere else, they're gonna charge you probably 10 times more. Because I done seen it. I done seen Morris pay $4,000 and not for the whole business opportunity and setup that I offer. They talk about they're going to charge you $4,000 to get you an EIN, which is free, and registry on a dozen Bradstreet it's nothing. And then talk about they're going to guarantee you a trade line for $50,000. And you that fucking stupid? They can't. How can somebody guarantee you a trade line, a line of credit for $50,000 if they don't already have it? And why would I give you a line of credit for $50,000 and you gave me $4,000? Off top, you should be like, that don't even make sense. So I'm gonna give you a line of credit for $50,000 for 4 G's? You should know that's a scam. And Morris done got hustled with that stupid shit. Morris done got hustled, talk about you done nationalized. Talk about somebody finna nat through the Morris American Consulate. Somebody, you got hustled, talk about you expatriation from this de facto government. Everything is a lie. All fugazi. You talk about some 1010 and some trust. All bullshit. All the bullshit fugazi that I teach here can be destroyed. But we steady want to be criminals and we steady want to do bullshit. All the Morris that y'all people be following, where's the movement? Everybody talk about this is my Grand Sheik and this the house of this, the house of this. Yes, it's at somebody's house. They teach it. So all the donations that you giving, where it's going. And if you give a donation, are you getting literature? Nope. How I know? Because this is what people be telling me. Noble, the so-called Grand Sheik, I be asking for books. We don't get no books. We just give donations to listen to somebody talk. They like, look what you offer. They like, look what all you offer. You offer books, workout, all this thing that you a person that's hear your lecture, they give a donation, you give them books. She like, ain't nobody doing that. You give a donation to come to my lecture, a $10 donation, I'm gonna give you 2 books. Every time you show up and you give a donation, if you're not a member, I'm going to give you a book. Because my members get books super, super cheap. My members right now got over 300 books. One of my muftis on here right now, Brian Bay. He had testified. He probably got over 300 books. And if he do the math on all them books, I guarantee you them books that he got is over $10,000. Because he got one book. You got one book right now, that's $5,000. You got one book that's you got one book that's $5,000, and then you got Abramelin, what it's called, Abramelin the Magi, volume 1, 2, and 3. Those are some of the oldest books in the world, and you can't get them. I got them from my connections. So just those 3 volumes and Tavistock Institution of Human Engineering, that's it. And then I ain't even went into my IDMR books. My metaphysical books, volume 1 through 4, you can't even get those. Those are unvaluable. So just those couple books right there, over 10,000 value. And then you can print and you can provide them for people like I do for small donations for $30 and $40. And they have those valuable books and you can help somebody else. But then they got over 200 and some books. You got over 300 books. So you tell me dealing with me and being a member, that's your value. You got to turn electric. and get with people that's like you. It ain't about you trying to convert nobody. This ain't about converting nobody. That's why I say I'll never get into no argument with nobody. You can get on my YouTube page and ask me a million questions about some dumb shit. I will block you. Or I don't believe what you're saying. I don't give a fuck. Block. Or what about this? Block. I ain't trying to convert you because you can research everything I'm saying. I'm not finna argue with no nigga about shit. And I ain't trying to convert you. I deal with people that know my voice and tell you to research the researcher and challenge you. I ain't gotta do that. I ain't trying to convert nobody. This ain't no fucking conversion. This is a resurrection. This ain't no religion. Give a fuck about your religion. It's the triple rose. This ain't no conversion with me. So I'm not here to try to convert my family or any Negro that's on my page. Because the same way they got on, they can get off. They can get off. I'm talking about so-called Moors that say, it ain't no temple in my city. You on my page? I'm a real temple. Okay, let me give you a plain analogy like I did on a college campus to give you a real idea, and I'm gone. If you don't want to go to college and you ain't got time to go on campus, you can go online, right? I got my degrees online because I was busy, and I went on campus once a week for lectures. To listen to the lecture because I wanted to, and I did lecture because that's something I wanted to do. You got to put the same effort in. Just because I went to college online and did time online and on campus, my degree is the same. I graduated, walked through just like everybody else. Had to take the same classes. This is the same thing. I'm making it so easy that you ain't got to get your ass up and go to class. And I got to get up and do it. You can go log right on to our Temple and School web page, or if you're a member and student, you log in on Zoom privately. You log it on Zoom with us privately. We private. You log on Zoom private. And that's what I'm saying. I ain't here to convert nobody. I ain't here to convince nobody. I'm here for those that know my voice. I'm here for those that seek wisdom and understand what we doing. And it takes finances. It don't take no whole bunch. Man, I told y'all, 10,000 people. Just imagine right here and I'm gone. 10,000 people giving $40 a month. That's $4.8 million in one fucking year. Off $40 fucking dollars. And I speak like that because I'm just letting you know electric. I did something in Michigan where we had 100 men giving $100 a month. And I tell people, I said, a lot of my members, everybody in different financial status. But a lot of things that I do, I get donations from all over by the things that I've done in my past by helping set people up. And they give me a residual income every year. They organizations, because they nonprofit, I'm nonprofit. They donate for me for helping them get there. So the old church in my city, I don't gotta say the name. I help all the ministers and the deacons. They came up with this 100-man strong thing. And so I said, well, if y'all trust each other, I started off. I said, what we'll do, we got 100 men willing to give $100 a month. I said, we got 100 men willing to give $100 a month. I said, well, every quarter we have our business meeting with it was 20 men on the board. So every 3 months we came and see where we was at. Every 3 months we sat down and see where we at. So after that calendar year, you do the math. After that calendar year, you got 100 men giving $100 a month. You got 100 men giving $100 a month. At the end of the year, look what they had. They went right and got financed and boom, show what they can continue to do. They don't even use their money no more. That startup capital that they got, they showed that financial institution that this is how they pay that overhead back. They got millions. I get a kickback from that. I don't talk about that stuff, and that's why I tell my members and other people, I say, no disrespect. Some people give me pennies and I make it dollars, but a lot of things I do support this ministry. Like when I tell Moors, all the books that I print, things like all my equipment that I got in my garage to print books and buying, that shit is operation costs. Me traveling, that's operation costs. And so that comes from other platforms. We getting ready to do our big meet and greet in Vegas in January. My solar return is the 19th, so it'll be on that Saturday. I think that's the 22nd. I covered that. I paid for it. Out of what? Out of everything. I went and dropped cash. If I wanted to do it 3 days, it'd be $2,100. If I wanted to have the place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it'd be $2,100. If I want, I would pay $2,100, and then I would ask a single people, if you coming by yourself, $75. If you coming with couples, $100. And the person say, "Damn, you charging?" No, it's gonna be festivities, man. I spent $2,100. So that's why I say I do things, and I do a lot that I don't even talk about, because I'm not here to brag. I tell people, research me. I've been doing this before this Moorish movement. I've been a educator before this Moorish movement. I've been a leader before this shit. This shit can be shut down today. I won't lose no sleep. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, I'm here for my brothers and sisters. The more I get, the more I'ma give. Everybody know that. My members know that. My brother on here, listen, man. I got dealer's license. I get cars. I sold my homeboy my car, my member on here for. I didn't have to sell that car. I didn't no need that. I could keep my fucking cars. My noble was in need of a car. And my noble didn't give me all the money at one time. I let my noble give me a small percentage and a fraction of the money and then pay me each month. I ain't make the noble sign no contract on honesty. Who do that? I could have sold my car to somebody out here where I live at for double the money because I had the opportunity to do that shit. So can't nobody tell me what the heart and what. Come on, man. If you're looking for something, I got it. I'ma help you. The more I get, I'ma give. If I'm $1 million man, shit, I know what I need to live. The rest go into operation. Somebody gotta have the bag. You gotta trust somebody. I ain't scamming nobody. I ain't making no whole bunch of fake ass ID cards. Talk about I'm nationalized you. I could have been did that goofy shit. I ain't no scam artist. Allah would have been killed me. He would have been took me out. And more still be hitting me up, Sheik. I need you to nationalize me and share my stat. I said, I don't do that shit. That ID card don't change nothing. And these niggas don't want to learn the science. They want to buy a stupid ass car for me for $500. I said, that shit's stupid. I never did nobody like that, and I never will. I ain't never promote no, I can nationalize you. What my members going to get at our meet and greet is their member card for being a member of the Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School. It's their spiritual house and their educational house. And they're going to get their document, just like when you're a member of a so-called church, your bylaws and how you believe. You're going to get that. Bam. Which is your religious right. And everybody don't have to accept your religious exemption. Want me to tell you why? Because when I do lectures, I just don't talk to goofy ass Moors. I talk to everybody. I talk to Americans. And so a lot of my speakers, just this morning, I told y'all, I talk to Moors and I talk to Europeans. I told y'all, I know a police chief in Washington. You can look up, you can go on the world news now. And a lot of them walked away today. And he said, you're absolutely right. I tell y'all, it's the people versus this policy. But you so stuck in something, and I say, once you get in the laws, the religious laws is the key. Your religious rights, it trump any other bullshit. But you don't know that. And your religious rights have nothing to do with having your own fucking money. How you gonna have your own money? You can say, okay, well, this corn is worth this. You go take it to somebody else. They gonna say, this corn ain't worth shit to us. So having your own money don't mean shit. See? You must have the money, the currency that circulate right now. These is facts. I'm telling you facts. So with that being said, man, that's where I'm at with this. It's no excuse. If you want to be a member and a student, it don't cost a lot to be a member and a student. $100 a month, that's $5 a day for 20 days. You can break it down however. And if you don't have $100, $50 a month. This is ministry. And I tell everybody, I'm transparent. Like if this was ministry, you know, and I'm giving an analogy, the pastor, his fee, but okay, I'm putting myself in his shoes. If our organization was $1 million operation, I only need 10%. 900,000 is going to run our operation. We doing business. And I'm going to be transparent because I'm going to be able to show the numbers. Y'all going to be able to see. Some people like say, no, Sheik, you deserve 50%. And I say, okay, if the people say I deserve 50%, I take 50%. But when I take 50%, it ain't gonna be 50% because the part of my money I'm giving back. That's why a person be like, no, you take 50%, Sheik. Because when they look at the numbers, they gonna be like, God damn, he gave more and put back than everybody. They gonna be like, you know, he deserved 50 fucking percent. Why? Because look when it come to giving, look what the Sheik gave. We don't care. He done got 500,000, but he done gave 200 fucking back. Yeah, and some, and providing for the kids, taking them to games. Come on, man. So it ain't no problem with that. But then how I know? Because in churches, I deal with numbers and I deal with books. You got a church that got $1 million operation in, the pastor might take 90%. Long after and the bills paid, the rest going to him. How I know? Because Moors don't know the bylaws. I read every fucking thing. The bylaw is a contract. And then most churches keep that away from you. And so here it is, the pastor got in the paperwork, he get 90%, 10% go to the church. So you get 900,000 and the church get 100,000. Yep. And then when he gone, he rich. The building there, he don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what I know. Everybody, and I bet you anybody will be like, yep. He telling the truth. I know I am. Because the people don't own the church. Everything being a pastor name. It ain't like that with me. The people own it. Y'all are stakeholders. I'm just here. I'm a part of this. If the people ain't here, it ain't no me. I want ministry. I want to build. I want our children to be able to be educated by us. I want us to be able to train our kids physically in athletics if they want, and personal workout. If they're not good team players, they'll be good by themselves, good thinkers. Have computer classes. Show the girls and boys how to sew if they want that. Show kids how to play chess. Show them how to think. Show them how to reason. Show them how to make sound decisions. Show them how to eat healthy at a young age. All these things what we do, this is what we're supposed to provide. And we're supposed to be keys and people in position to do that. An incubator. Not a whole bunch of us just complaining. Man, all of us that follow me, if everybody just followed and did what they can do the best, we'll be there because I'm transparent. We already have 10 acres with the people that we have, the members. We got 10 acres and we own it. Just imagine if we had people giving. Just imagine if we had 100 people giving $100 a month. Just imagine. Just imagine we had 100 more giving $100 a month. And then every more don't have to give 100. What if just every more pledging? We had 100 more to pledge to $100 or $50. The pledge and say, I'm going to be honorable to that. You ain't got to do nothing extra. Don't you know that $50, $100 that you give each month, I'm going to give you something, and you pledging it just to make this happen. I'm giving you something. And you coming to class privately on Zoom. You getting value. And you can work out with us. And you can work out with us. And then if you got a business, like I tell Moors, most of these Moors on here have businesses. They business ain't even structured. Your business ain't even set up. You don't even have business credit. So anything that you buying for your business as operation costs, that's coming out your personal account. And most people know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm setting my business up. See, you lying. Be honest. You're not willing to give a donation for me to help you structurally. But the European pay 4 and 5 times for what I will do the service for you for. And then they tell me thank you. Because I done taught their son or them something in a day, then they wouldn't even learn taking college and taking business classes in 4 years. What I can do you in 1 day and set your business up and set all that up and do the right thing and structure and show you how to get quick 30 accounts and build your business credit and get accounts at certain places, and you start building your business credit before you even sell any goddamn thing. And you look up in the year, your business credit on the Duns and Bradstreet is through the roof, and you take yourself out of public and everything is private. What you mean? My truck is in my business name. My internet service, everything is in your business name. And so if that's the case, now you got your account, your articles of organization, and so you got an account that you set up, you put money in there, and so you paying everything out of that business account. You got quick 30 accounts, and when you pay all those quick 30 accounts, you paying it with your business account. Bam, 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 bam. Now your business is going to get credit for all that. And say if you got a car, you leasing it or whatever, you reestablish that in your business name. Paperwork over, you co-signer, you put it in your business name, it's for business. Bam, that's going to be reported to your business. Credit go through the roof. I'm not Sheikh Ayman Hakeem Goodman Bey. I'm my business, Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School. I show people this all the time. My gas cars, Burning Bush. Everything, Burning Bush, Burning Bush. When I go to Office Max and Staples to get things, Burning Bush. I pay that stuff off real fast. It reports strictly to Duns and Bradstreet. My business credit go through the roof. And we can get grants and loans from the state. Right now, anywhere y'all at right now, if you in Washington, look up Washington Grant Watch. If you in California, look up California Grant Watch. Look what up I'm telling you. And you can't do things by yourself because you ain't set up. We do things in a group and get things done. I'm telling you, I'm transparent. I want everybody to do good, but I'm set up in a certain way. If we put all our money together, we can have a lot of shit. Just like with the land. A person be like, well, can I buy the land from you? You ain't got to buy no land from me. America is for sale. I can show you where it's at. I can show you where it's at. You can give me a donation for a finder's fee. That's why I don't like dealing with nigga, because they don't want to give a person a finder's fee for saving them money. If you finna go somewhere and somebody say, oh man, you can buy 2 acres for 15,000, 3 acres, and I say, listen, I can get you from this place that sell land 3 acres, man, you can get down there, you can get 10 acres for 10,000. And you say, man, you know what? For helping me say that shit, I'm gonna give you a love token for $200 for putting me in a direction. That's what Europeans do with me. One lady gave me a $500 donation. She was like, this land is this. I sat her down, opened the computer, boom, 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 boom. She said, you'll walk with me? She said, my husband died. You know, I want to live off the grid. She had money. She said, I want to take my family. She wanted to be close to Arizona. I mean, in Arizona, in Vegas, in the middle, in the same area where our land is. Boom, gave me $500, turned me on to other people. So I have 40 acres in St. John's, Arizona. That's up in the mountains. Me and my family got 40 acres. when I first started doing this Moorish science stuff, I tried to get Moors to donate a couple dollars to be stakeholders in our land and build. People are lost in the sauce. And this years ago. And now and then you got these people on the internet. I'm not going to say their names. Y'all know them. All these different religious people like calling them camps and calling it forever camps and all this, 1 acre, this and that and the other, which I hear you. But right now, if I show you something, you'll be like, God damn it, well, I just met this sheik on Instagram. You talking all this money for this? Look what he can provide. Because Negroes always try to overcharge. I'm not saying a workman is due his hire. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you, if I can show you something, and the person is, you be like, well, wait a minute, this little bit for this? Okay, well, this got water on it. This got this. I want to deal with this. This is what I'm telling you, where it just ain't about dealing with misnomering black people, because misnomering black people don't buy land. I'm a businessman. These people are not my color. When I say when you a source of information, people pay for that. People pay not to get hustled. They like, man, I'm willing to pay this, but I want more. This person trying to charge me this, and they meet me, and I sit them down, and I pull up the site where you can get all this land from all the different places. Where you want land at? Man, we pull up, and they're gonna pull some up and try to charge it 50 times more, and try to charge you 50 times, 100 times more than what it really costs. And I'll be like, see, you got hustled because they think you don't know. That's why ain't nobody gonna come to me with that bullshit. I shut that shit down like, man, get the fuck out my face with that fuck shit. Excuse my candor. Especially when they be talking about that digital real estate. I do digital real estate. And digital real estate ain't no house. Listen, man, where I do digital real estate, I told y'all, everything I deal with a particular target market. I don't give a fuck about everything. I control my thing. I don't care about 100. If I got 10, that's my target market. That's my target market. Understand? So let me tell you how I make money off digital real estate. I don't give a fuck how nobody else make money off shit. I don't give a damn. And you can't guarantee no ROI off nothing. I can't guarantee your ROI if we were selling fucking dope in the streets. Period. So this is how I do digital real estate. And see, people be acting like it's some big secret. No, you a liar. So with me, how I do digital real estate, I buy domains. I have a guy, my IT guy, and he was like, we got to find a niche. So my niche, what I do, this is my niche, how I deal with NFT. I mean, with digital real estate. I buy domain names. Like, for instance, I'm in politics. Now, that's another thing people don't know about me. I'm telling you, when I go back to my city, I'm going to be the only more bringing shit back to the community, because I'm going to be in that position. In that position. That's what I'm being put in position to do back in my city. So make a long story short, Moorish, you got to understand that. I mean, I don't even know how else to say it. It's no other way. It's no other way. It's no other way, man. So I just deal with reality. It's like Moors, we all over the place. We know we scattered. They scattered us for a reason. But your brain don't got to be scattered. And Moors know I'm telling the truth. And y'all know it. Moors all over the fucking place. Moors don't have any structure. Okay, I make this so easy. Most Moors don't go to no temple. It ain't no temple in your city. I know it and you know it. You don't go to no temple. So where are you studying at? Where? And where? I'll wait. And see, and get out that ego. Y'all know I'm a Moor through the temple. I'm an adapt. I'm a sheik. And I'm a real educator in real life. And all these Moors, why don't you come to Sundays? Why aren't you on the Zoom call? Why? We don't got to do this on no YouTube. This shit finna be shut down. We private on Zoom, so why Moors that day? Because you're not dedicated to nothing. Most Moors that follow me, it's not no temple in your city. And if it was, and you on my page all the time, then evidently they ain't talking about shit. Where's the real support? Moors, be honest. I'm talking to the people that be on my page. I be on your page too. You be on my page. Moors post books, all the books they got. Where you get the books from? Watch. Amazon. And then more, I like hard copies. Man, no, you don't. You buying hard copies. That's your excuse. You can get the books from me, PDF, and get them binded at Office Max and Staple. Books that's a lot of pages that might cost a little bit more. If a book costs $800 and you're getting it from me for $40, hell yeah, I'll spend $100 on getting the fucking book binded. Duh, that's a no fucking brainer. You still save hundreds of dollars. People fucking stupid. If not, then get a tablet. And then put all your books on the travel drive and have your tablet. Put your damn travel drive. Get up to the times. Who the fuck walking around with a backpack full of fucking books? See? I told y'all, it's like I got travel drive. Let me tell you another part of my business. I put books on travel drivers and distribute them people. I put them in the mail. One empress like, I want all the books. You know my Angelani Moore's book club page. She says, you a PDF me all those books? I said, yeah, I'll PDF them all to you. They've been your email. And she's not really computer client. She said, I'll tell you what, she like, can I pay you extra to go get me a travel drive? Like, I'll give you guys and put all the books on a travel drive. I said, absolutely. Absolutely. She wanted all 1,100 books. She bought 1,100 books. And I said, I don't want to charge you like that. I charge her $5. She said, I'm spending my income tax on wisdom. And she gonna testify. I'm gonna try to have her come on Zoom. She don't really like to tell people. She might say one day, she like, it ain't their business. She like, I don't even care. She said, because all the books I got from you for $500, I done distribute them all of them to my friends and things for triple. She said, the books I got from you, she for $5. She said, I sell them for $20 or more, and my people happy. I said, she said, thank you. She said, I made a big investment. She said, I made 3 times of what I gave you already in less than a year. 3 times. Because she's into that circle. She studied, she got her own book club. She have tea time with her homegirls, and they do that. And I provide for her. She say thank you, and she provide the books. She get them for me. I put them all on a travel drive. She paid $5,000 for 1,100 books for $5 a piece. She say she's selling books for $20 extra, and she give donations. So I tell Morris don't know what I do behind the scenes to keep this ministry afloat. If I was just operating off donations, it would be fucking over. Off the donation with my members, the couple members that I got, it'll be over. And it's okay because everybody in a different financial situation. I'm not asking nobody for no 10% of their income. I ask Morris do what they can because $100 a month is not 10% of most Morris income. I'm telling you, and most Morris have vices, which whatever. But if I got a vice, I'm not gonna put that before what I say I love. Period. So when a person talk about, I ain't ask nobody for 10% of their income, and you get way more value than $100. Because if you a member, you're gonna get free shit from me, and everybody know that. So with that being said, man, I love y'all, man. I love everybody. I want Morris to please start logging on Zoom, giving a $20 donation a week. If you give a $20 donation a week, you can log on every Sunday. You can log on to our Sunday school every Sunday until one of our book clubs on Tuesday for only a $20 donation a week. That'll average out to $8 a month. But then you can be a member for $100 a month and then get everything else that come with it. You can work out with us, everything. All that stuff. You get discounts on me helping set up your business and everything than what I do a regular person. You will get all your PDF books from me no matter how much they fucking cost. You'll get them from me for $5 instead of the discounted price. That's what being a member come of. The meeting and greets, all this stuff comes with that. It's value. And everybody know it is. Islam family? Oh, yep. And if you're looking for fezzes, kufis, any type of Moorish American regalia and clothings, we have a web page. It's moorishhaberdasher.com. MOORISH haberdasher, HABERDASHER.com. And you can get all your Moorish American regalia and much, much more. I think this week my Empress is going to put all my new fall suits on there because I am the Moorish haberdasher as well. I specialize in men fine suits. You can ask my members that as well. There's nowhere you can go and get what I provide. And so now that my new suits are coming in, my suits are still going to be at a good price. But man, when I ran a whole suit store, I stepped away. I got my own, I still got my kiosk that I distribute a lot of men's stuff to, but I have a whole storage at my house I still probably got 100 suits. And I specialize in certain sizes for my clients. So I had guys that worked at the Phoenix Suns and some business people downtown. And so the average size I specialize in was size 38 up to 44. That was my clientele. I didn't give a damn about a person say, oh man, you got a size 50. No, my clientele was size 38 to 44. That's what I specialized in. I have 15 clients. I still do. And so right now, I'll be telling Morris, right now, I have suits. If you wear a size 40 regular, I have suits for you that you can get a 3-piece suit for me. I ship it to you with 5 ties, $150. Where they do that at? Nowhere. 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 You can get 2 suits for me for $300 and 10 ties. You go on my store, or if you go to my kiosk, you're going to buy 1 suit for me for $250. Real talk. You're going to buy 1 suit for $250. But then you go on MorrisHaberdasher.com, where my Empress put our fashion suits on there. Our suits still going to be at a price that nobody can beat. But right now, I'm telling more, if y'all listening to me, I do things like QVC, 1-day sales, and I'll be hoping people get with me that day. That's how you will get the deal. Like I tell people, if you wear a size 40 regular suit, remember, suits can get altered down a size. If the waist a little bit too big in the waist, they can pull it in. I'll show you how I'm a tailor as well. So I'll show you this. You can get a 3-piece suit from me, pants, jacket, and vest, and 3 ties with the pocket square for $150. Only today, 24-hour sale. Send me an email to Goodman, GOODMAN, Khary, KHARY, @gmail.com. If you say you wear a size 40, I'll show you a couple of my suit selections. In your email, you'll be like, yep, I want that one, or I want that too. I'll send you, and I'll send 5 free ties or bow ties, whatever you like. If you say you like ties, I'll send you ties. If you say you like bow ties, boom. You Cash App, $KGBay, bam. I box it up, ship your stuff off that next day, bam. Email you with the tracking receipt. Done deal. It's that simple. And I do this live to get rid of my old stock. And when I say old stock, I wear the suits. If you go on my page and see all those suits that I did on my Instagram page, on my Morris Haberdasher page, and my Ibna Hakeem El Bey, and my Morris_Haberdasher page, all those suits is what I sell. And so I'm telling you today, if anybody wants suits, that's the special. My email is Goodman, GOODMAN, Khary, KHARY, @gmail.com. My Cash App is $KGBay. If you don't use Cash App, you can use PayPal. PayPal me /Ibna, IBNAELBEY7. If you're confused, send me an email. And like I said, if you want books, you can get books from me as well. It's no problem. And you will save, and you will be happy to save. Just today, I told y'all right now, if any more want the book, Judah Trembles Under Rome, right now, go on Amazon and look how much that book costs. Today, I'm offering you that book, Judah Trembles Under Rome, and I'm offering you a beautiful treat. It's Tavistock Institution of Human Engineering. When I said this stuff been happening all the time, you will be able to get them 2 expensive ass books from me today. Those 2 books is over a $2,000 value. You can get both of those books from me today for only, both of those books, $75 if you want them. And I'll PDF them to you. I have one of my muftis PDF it to you ASAP. With that being said, I love y'all, man. Peace, light, and illumination. Any questions? Oh, here I come. I'm on the phone, bro. He like, man, you been sitting out in the truck. I'm coming in. I say, I'm coming in, fam. Let me get out this truck. Any questions, man? I come to fulfill, not to destroy, and I come with love, man. I come with love. I come with love. Any questions, man? If not, we out. But y'all know how to get with us. Like I said a minute, I'm not gonna have no more teachings on YouTube. And I'm right now, I'm giving everybody the opportunity to join us privately on Zoom. But if we don't have any questions, man, about nothing, I love y'all. I always do. wait till I get to the door. I'll send anybody. Anything? Probably not, which is cool. It's a beautiful day out in Arizona. I tell everybody, I'll be out in Arizona. They be like, when you around people just be staring, when I open my mouth, I'll be a pleasure to be around. Most of these business and people I deal with, they don't look like me. They different nationalities. Everybody will tell you, when I go on a college campus, most of the people that I speak, it don't be no Moors there. It be no more. I'll be the only one. I'll be the only one, literally. And I'm okay with that. That's why I said, if you righteous, you don't have to be amongst your people. You can be amongst you can be amongst humans, and they're gonna accept you. That's why it's valid. A prophet is no good in his own country. That's why everybody is a son of a Muslim. The European know I'm their teacher. I'm telling you, the only one people that don't know that is misnomer Negroes and a lot of Moors. They stuck in their ego. They sons of Muslims. And so they let a person like me come teach, and they love to pay. So with that being said, man, I love y'all.